Good to go. Yay. Okay, you guys, happy Friday. Our very first Fired Up Friday that we are kicking off this July. We're going to be doing this for 9 weeks, every single Friday up until September, you guys. This is intentional. This afternoon, I had a mastermind with Lori, Leanne, Kayla, and Lynn, and we were discussing different ways that we can come together as a community. And Zooms are obviously the best way right now until we get to convention, you guys. So convention is going to be the thing. It's going to be the thing that we all want to make sure that we get to. We're all going to have the opportunity to come together, and nothing can beat an in-person event. Nothing. If there's one coming up, try your hardest to get there. And convention is just around the corner. There's still plenty of time to get your 6 and 3, to get your bonuses, to maintain and do all the things so that you can position yourself so that you are there at convention. And also finding roommates, you guys. I've been to so many conventions now where people come together for the first time and become best friends. Like this, I saw a quote earlier and it said, people come to network marketing, to make money, but they stay in network marketing because of who they become, what they're making of themselves, who they come in contact with. And it's really the relationships. I'm telling you, time and time, I can't see myself in another business, another career pathway that allows like so many like-minded, strong-willed women who, we don't have anything to prove, but we have everything to prove to ourselves. And I feel like that's what network marketing provides us. We're all in competition. I was talking to Lori earlier today, and I was like, we're all in competition with ourselves. I really want everybody to understand that. And anytime on this journey that you start getting whatever imposter syndrome, or you think that you just are not where you're supposed to be, or you're comparing yourself, like, you're not in competition with anybody. We are together collectively. Like, we are putting together a puzzle. That's what we are doing. And that's what I like to feel like each one of us brings something special to the table. So these calls every Friday, I want to hear from like, who are you? What are you doing in your business? What's working for you in your business? And let me tell you, what's working for me might be different from what's working for somebody else on the team. It's everybody has a different strength, but together, you guys, another favorite quote from a mentor: it's okay to copycat so long as you copy the right cat. So that's what that mindset that, you are collectively pooling from different sources of inspiration. Because when you see somebody that is successful, and success leaves clues, when you see somebody having success, you can pull from that, and you own business and kind of like create from that inspiration. And I find this is a really good way to dig into who you are, because I think a lot of us in this journey, we start off not knowing who we are. We're literally creating a new version of ourselves as we're evolving in this business, and you might not know who you are when you first start off network marketing, but you're sure as shit gonna figure that out as you go. Okay. And so I think the best way is to look and see what you want to be, who you want to be like, where they are, and then take from that what inspires you and then implement it into your own life. Okay. That's the first thing I will say, because we get stuck on, we don't know what to do. Figure out what makes you happy, what inspires you. And I'll tell you, collectively as a team, you guys, and I think that we can all, and you guys can, I'd say give me some heart, but chime in. I think we're here collectively to uplift, empower, and validate. And I know that's so funny, because if you came from where you came from, that it's universal. I mean, you can't get away from that, you guys. We're here uplifting, empowering, and validating. And so when you're thinking of, I saw a training or heard something or having a conversation about niching down our target audience, and this kind of space, MLM, and in particular this company, allowing people from every single avenue. There's not like a influencer need to be here in order to succeed. There are everyday women from every walk of life that is needing this and also can succeed in this. So we just have to niche down, meaning talk to your target audience. Talk to you, the person that you were. Obviously, we've said that so many times, who you used to be before you signed up. Speak to that woman. And then also communicate with the woman that you are currently becoming and are right now. A person that is, doing something different, recreating, challenging themselves, doing hard stuff, honestly, because I was talking to Brittany. I don't know if you're on here, Brittany, but hard stuff. This is not easy, but it's not hard. And then you have to think, when you think this is so hard in comparison to what? That's the thing. Anytime I ever want to complain about anything hard in comparison to what, guys, we're showing up every day and we're here to change lives. That's the hence of the millionaire mindset movement. The movement. It's a movement collectively to empower, validate one another. But now with the movement, I feel like that's just funny, but like no pun intended. Like the movement being like this fitness line, you guys, this ability to really focus in on actual movement, like really body movement in whatever way that looks like. If it's walking, if it's dancing, if it's walking up the stairs, running, like people getting these supplements into their body. I mean, myself included, I didn't take supplements ever before this company and my prior little affiliate company that I had before, but so many people are looking for this stuff. And I feel like here we are, we have these gummies now, the gummies in particular being new products, so simplified. Maybe the first supplement anybody's ever going to take. People don't like to take pills. They're not good about having their water. Now we've got like easy 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 products, like 4 products that do gut health, stomach health, overall health, and hormone health. Like plus the collagen. The collagen. I think these are like some really key products that we have. And I feel like throughout the summer months, focusing on the fitness stuff and coming together and like encouraging one another on this like potential maybe first time fitness journey, maybe like, you know, not comfortable, not accountable with our own actions as of, because it takes, obviously that's going to take a little bit of you know, habits. And how can you, what is that going to look like for you? What can you do? Like some of us, you know, are in different positions, we have limitations, or we have little kids. For me, I can't, my situation completely changed. I don't have those 30 minutes. Now I'm just working it in. Maybe I'm going to do yard work. That's going to be my body movement. I'm just going to go to the grocery store with the kids. I'm going to play with them at the park. I'm going to go for a walk. I'm saying and suggesting that we caption the everyday things with that like correlation that you're doing something good for yourself. You guys, people are sitting on their couches and they're not doing anything. If you can motivate them to take their dog for a walk, if you can motivate them to go outside and just, you know, get some sunshine, man, like it's crazy. We can do so much more than just build even a business. We can actually get people feeling good and doing positive actions with the tools, with the products. And of course, obviously, I love the fact that it's the nutrition bundles that we're having and we're focusing on. It just feels like a good time. It feels like a good time, and good time for us to also be all launching this business. Does anyone want to chime in and like talk about kind of where they're gearing, where their customer base is gearing, and just chime in at all? I'd love to hear from somebody who's going to be the brave soul. What is your focus as of right now? What's working for you in your business?
So, hey.
Hey, Lori.
So I think for me, I'm definitely going to switch it up and gear it towards the supplements myself. And I just feel like a woman in her 40s going into this next decade that, yeah, your health is your wealth. And I do believe that I was just talking to Miss Lindsay about like our own personal mission and what we can do to inspire the next person. In all honesty, people are following you to feel something. I mean, some may not be following you for that, but honestly, like they will sit quiet and they will watch you as you go along your journey until they decide and one day that, oh my God, you did A, B, and C, so now I want to do A, B, and C. And you have no idea what you've done for that person. And eventually they may come out and be a part of your business. You know, most of people, everyone, mostly everyone who's been on my teams has been a customer or something at one point in my life, just from simply watching. So I do think that there is great potential in your posting, and don't stop posting. I think sometimes people get discouraged because you feel like when you don't get to that rank super quickly, it's like you're not existent, and you don't matter, and you absolutely do. And I'm telling you personally because I go through this all the time. Jennifer hears it more than enough. And so there's just so much, I believe there's so much opportunity with this business as I'm watching every single woman start from zero coming into this company. Every single one of us has started from zero coming into this company. Okay. And we're rebuilding. Everyone has the potential to move depending on what you put in. And that's in life. What you put in is what you get out. everywhere. The energy you put out is going to be the energy you attract. So if your business isn't working, why isn't your business working? Maybe you have to retouch it. Maybe you have to rethink of how you're posting. Maybe you have to niche it down a little bit. I know I have to do that for myself too, so that people understand, well, what is this girl doing? She's all over the place, you know? So being accountable, I think, for yourself and really taking your core products and really be dedicated to taking them for 90 days. Bring people on a journey for 90 days. I always say this to everyone in my stories. Try it for 90 days because you won't really see a result or an effect until after 90 days. Then tell me how you feel. And as you're bringing these people on the journey with you for those 90 days, those people are then going to turn into your customers because they're going to see an actual result, right? You can say all day long, it tastes good, it's this, it's that, it's this and that. But if you're not really putting the work in physically, mind, body, soul, then it's kind of false. So definitely make sure that you're taking the supplements and do 90-day runs in your stories every single day. You're starting on day whatever it is. And that way you have something to post, you have something to look forward to. You're going to focus on these core products every single day. People are going to see you taking them and they're along with you. That's all I got.
I know you got something to say, Lynn.
I was just going to say thank you because that's great encouragement. I'm loving my collagen. I'm focusing on my collagen. I'm focusing on the electrolytes, what I was posting today because it's hot. People are out. You know me, when I first started, I told you I was probably going to do all nutrition. I'm not that fab makeup person that puts all this makeup on and makes it look gorgeous. So I'll do it then here and there, but I'm focusing on the nutrition myself and the self-care for some of the items in that. But I'm glad to be a part of all these girls and we can help each other.
Okay. Now, I do know that we have a couple different challenges happening with corporate. Who's running for their 10 bundles right now? And where are you at? Who's gotten where are we at with the bundles? How many? And what is obviously 10 is the goal. 10 is the goal. And how are you kind of going about that? You got to unmute yourself, Kathleen.
It's Kathy, even though it says Kathleen, but
Okay.
I've sold 2 and I just keep showing them, posting it out. I have posted out there that I'm doing a challenge for a prize. So, I just keep putting it out there when I do my lives, and I did 2 today. God only knows how I did that, but I did 2. And you know me, I'm not the live queen, but I'm getting better.
Yeah, sure.
The I talk about it. I don't show anybody taking my gummies, but every day when I do my posts, especially the morning before work, I show my L-carnitine and aloe. I told them I'd taken my gummies already. I need to do more of, the videos, maybe showing me taking the gummies and making my shakes. But, I've shown them making my drink, and I have been drinking a lot more water now since I've been with this company. But I just talk about them. I don't have them all to show because we don't have the bags.
Yeah.
And I never got the purple bags when I did something and I should have gotten purple bag, and I'm like, I'm not gonna call corporate and complain about a purple pouch, But I try to show the other stuff. So, we'll see.
Yeah. It's a good goal. And I think that it's a strategic goal also that is delivered through corporate for us, you guys, because the new person and then launching, they really are helping us with this encouragement of things that we can earn. And honestly, when some of these things like the BOGO, this is like a opportunity to put, whenever we have these freebies, I think about like, how is my customer making out with that? Like, that's a freebie for them. Like, always, like we were talking about last week, just how can we solve a problem? If there's a free product, hey, free is always solving the problem, you know? How can I get this to my
Absolutely.
customer? Yeah, I can message them, I can talk to a lot of inboxing. I think, you guys, is like Lori said, there's a 90-day method. There's a 3 month to everything. That's what the company even has, you know, hit this promotion 3 times, maintain a bonus. Like, there is like with the number 3, 90 days of reflection. Always look back at your last 3 months so that you can get better every time. And the company is doing that too. We are literally parallel with what the company is doing. They are seeing things. They've launched the All-Star program. Keep saying this All-Star program, take advantage of it. I know many of you guys have already, clearly. It's such a, it's a very, like, we're in the right place at the right time because we've got all of this ammunition. The All-Star program gives such validation to you as a leader. Like, that's not easy to get to that All-Star. So how empowering will it be to also help somebody else get to that? And that's how you're going to build a business. So having those conversations, you guys, and especially right now, like, network marketing took a little bit of a bang, okay, over the last few years. Affiliate marketing came in there like full on and was like, you know, pulling a lot of people different places. I think a lot of us experienced that. We were probably potentially affiliates, you know, whatever. And I think that the turn is here, okay? It is here. I remember when I was with our prior company. If you know, we had a big conversation about affiliate marketing coming in, and they were pissed, and they were like, you know, this is not a good look. This is going to screw with a lot of people's businesses because it takes away from where focus can be. And now, you know, there's companies that are closing left and right, and they're going affiliate marketing. Like, it's happening more and more. And the signs for those companies, and if you came from where we came, the signs are everywhere.
Oh
So
yeah.
I mean, they are so there. It's disturbing, some of the news that I'm hearing, actually, and they're actually going to be direct competitors, so to speak, because they've just launched a new affiliate company, a parallel with our prior company, a new affiliate marketing company by our old CEO in hormone health. This is crazy to me. I'm like, what is happening? So we are going to be in direct competition almost, okay, with our prior company under hormones. And yes, they did, Brittany. I cannot even handle this. I know Kayla knows, because I was like, what universe are we in? Like, this is some crazy ass shit. I'm just saying, you guys, that's why I know we're in the right place, because we have a head start. We are like, I know, like, between what's going on, they literally are pivoting everything for this movement that was created through Team Sparkle. Like, legitly, we've come through, brought new leadership to this company. There was no leadership at all. So as you're witnessing and watching, like, this golden trip, this turkey trip, you guys, I want everybody there next year. They do it once a year, and it's golden 3 months in a row. There's that number again. Get there so that next year we can all go together, because I can buy in next year. I want to go, and I'm going to go I'm scared out of my mind, you guys. Okay. But I'm going because I know it's going to be good. And we all need to get there. Anything that you do for your business is good for business. Okay. It's good for attraction marketing. It's good for you as a leader to present yourself that you're serious in your business. And that's in leadership in anything. Remember, I say we're all a leader, however we conduct ourselves every day. No, like, network marketing, nobody is there like banging on your door telling you what to do. Get on this call on a Friday night. They're not doing that. Like, we all are volunteers. It's a volunteer business. So you got to think about that. But you volunteer yourself in your own time. Take advantage of the time. So go to the events, like, you know, go to the things, make sure that you're, you know, you have the supplements. Like, I know, I do my makeup sometimes and I don't take a picture, and I'm like, why? That's such a waste of, like, a whole, you know, makeup. Like, I do it for me, but listen, we're also here to make a business, and you can make a business off of, like what you said, it's just personal care. It's self-care, you guys. That is so distant from a lot of people in the hustle and the bustle culture. We can give somebody 15 minutes, 30 minutes. We're encouraging women to, like, move their body for 30 minutes or put their makeup on, shoot, for 15 minutes. Like, just feel good. Just do something good for yourself. We put ourselves second, and then that's who we are. We're together here as, like, these hope brokers, showing people, inspiring them how to take care of themselves with the products, with the tools, and then we're doing it in our own lives. We're in our own lives doing that, and we're acting like, you know, the results will show. They will show. So get your booties to this convention, because we're going to go there collectively as a team, and that's just going to be good for your business. Plus, you're going to meet each other. We're all going to meet one another for some of us the first time, and yeah, I know, right? It's bad. We forget to take the picture. And I had to become good at that, you guys. You guys are like, oh, Jen's going to take the pictures. I had to become good at that, because, or else I'm just going through like, you know, in the moment, you know, yeah, you're so bad about it, Ashley, because you know why? You don't want to put yourself in a position, and I get it. I'm in my backyard doing a reel. I swear to God, I think my neighbors are looking at me thinking I'm crazy. There she goes again. And I'm like, you know what? I don't care. You know, I cannot care. We cannot care. We got to just, you know, post about your business, be loud and proud about your business. And potentially, like, I'm going, like, I know, you know, but because we have direct competition, and that's insane to me. Okay, number one, no problem. But the point is, and that's not about, that fact about the competition is nothing. The point is, those other MLM companies are going to be potentially devastated, because not everybody wanted to do affiliate marketing. So people at our prior company, yeah, they might start getting like, well, I don't want to. It's, you know what I'm saying? Like, if it's MLM, there's longevity in that. I love affiliate marketing too. Trust me, I've had my success with that. But MLM is different. It's collaborative. It's team. It's completely different. So these people, where this is happening, and our particular company committed to staying MLM. They do not want to do affiliate. They can't understand why. They believe in legacy. So we're good here. We have something to offer to these other companies that are just in this weird pivot. We're ahead. We are ahead with where we are, even though we were behind, you guys. And I say behind because a lot of us know people that left 3 years ago. Okay. And yet here we are, all in the last 4 months. So it's just like really cool to know we're together here. Conventions coming for the very first time for each one of us. Like, none of us have been there. I've gone to one pharmacy event, and I was blown the freak away, you guys. And that was the ribbon cutting ceremony for the very first corporate office in the United States. That's what I'm saying. We're right on time. So we just launched the corporate United States corporate office. That's awesome for us, you guys. We will be having retreats there in Miami. That's coming. We have a lot of things with this team that that's going to be done. So just, you know, just know, like, the 90 days, keep on looking back, but give it a year. Give it every 90 days. You look back. Okay, we adjust. The company is adjusting. We're literally in a new partnership, so we can choose. If you wanted to stay with the makeup, you totally could. That's the cool part too. But whatever you choose to do is who you're going to start attracting. That's what I want you to know too. So if there's such a pivot in like Lori was saying, you know, it doesn't matter. It's just, in general, the world is coming to a more health conscious like reality. Like, we have to take care of ourselves. We can be that like pioneer in that. We've got the company that has the makeup and the nutrition. So wherever you focus, just know that that's where you're going to probably start. And I like to do both. Like, personally, I do both. So I have people that like both, and actually a combination even, like, right. We're all, you know, in general, we're women. We still want to feel good, look good, do good. So makeup is always going to be a forever, like, you know, way to build this business as well. And of course, with that, I say upsell and choose the bundles, bundles in the health and in the makeup. Like, bundles are just smarter to get you to your goals. And we have goals for this month, you guys, this month and next month, especially with the All-Star program. And the better the All-Star program continues to do, the longer they'll probably keep it, which will be really good for all of us in the next year. Like, to continue having that that All-Star program is going to be so beneficial. And I know we talked a little bit about that 6 and 3. That circulates around the All-Star too. So if you're going for All-Star, you're teaching people about the All-Star, you're essentially doing the 6 and 3. And I don't ever want that to get far from a monthly goal. 6 and 3, guys. That's 603 new business partners every, and that's going to build your business. You want to double down on that, but at least to know that you have a goal. Because sometimes if we don't have goals, like, that's why I also love that the company's doing this sell 10, earn. That's new too, you guys. They didn't have that kind of stuff before. That kind of a reminiscent of the old company. And I like that. That gives me a goal. Okay, sell 10 of these. And then there was a secondary goal, and it was have a percentage of your PRS from last month. I think it was 50%. If you have, is it, and somebody correct me,
40.
What, 40%?
Mhm.
40, it's by the 15th, right?
I think so. With one recruit at 9%, be at 9%, have 40% more or 40% of your GV, and I think one recruit, but I'm not sure.
I think it was one recruit because he said that was like, that's a hard one, you know, that's a meaty goal. So you have to have 40% of your PRS from last month by the 15th. And then you have to have your new girl at 9%.
No,
Dang.
you at 9%.
Oh, you at 9%.
Mhm.
That's doable. That's doable. That's
Oh, I
still
got my one girl. I got my
okay.
one.
Let's go then. There you go. See, that's doable. That's a great goal. And then you have to have the 40% of last month. So
Yeah.
again, what an achievable goal. Like, is it still gonna push us? Yeah, but it's still like so good, you guys. And they set this up for us intentionally, so that we can succeed and our girls can succeed as well.
So when you talk about promoting one thing or whatever, or your makeup, or when I do my lives, I talk about everything. Like this
Yeah.
morning I did scalp treatment, and then after I took my shower, I went back, but I talked about the nutrition, the makeup, the skincare. That's how I got my new recruit. She loved my skin. She's been watching me. She's a friend of mine growing up. And she
Yeah.
wanted the set. And I did a bundle, and she goes, "Wow, this is a lot, out of her pocket because she's on disability." And I said, "Well, you can get it for 50% off if you join," and that's what she did.
Yeah.
So
You know, I mean, this is what I would suggest because you're right there. I say non-discriminatory, right? But I want you to hone in on what's your favorite. Like, what's your favorite health product? What's your favorite skincare? And what's your favorite makeup look? So then
okay,
it's repetition with like for me, for instance, the shakes, they're just my favorite. Like I know that I'm like a shake girl. The people that are going to be watching me, they're going to be like, well, tell me about the shakes before they ask me about the aloe. Before they ask, because they don't see me with this damn aloe. Do we have it? Yeah, but they don't see me like this until they start seeing me, because I've been drinking it from the bottle. I'm like, okay, like, how do I get the stuff in? Yeah, like they'll see you for whatever you use. I've never used this until today. I just got that 40%. She says, okay, the June PV. I've never tried the electrolytes until today. I actually really like them. They're very fresh, very fresh. I have not tried them. So this is kind of cool. Like, how can I not talk about this? But I'm still gonna always have my hero product of the shake. And then you get them in the door with whatever the product is that you love the most. Like for you, skincare, and people love skincare, you guys. The people that like the health, they like skincare anyways. The skincare, just which skincare, because we have so many. What's your favorite skincare product? I say the elixir for me, because I know we got amazing skincare, but I focus on the elixir because it's a high ticket item and it's going to get them in the door. If they love the elixir, then they're going to want a skincare line. So like, that's a focus product anyways. But obviously, yeah, if you're talking about it all, then do that I think in rotation with like a full fitness, full, like making your shake live. Do a whole live on just shakes, then do a whole live one time on just skincare, and then you can mention the other stuff, but make it exclusively to that particular hero product in the nutrition. So if you're doing a nutrition live, what's the product that you like the most out of all those nutrition products? I would focus on the shake, and then the other things are secondary, because they're just going to keep remembering the one thing. I know she keeps talking about that shake. Oh, now tell me about the collagen. Now tell me about the other stuff. There she is with those shake, that wellness line again. And then the next day you're like, oh yeah, I'm doing everything. You see, but you got them remembering the one with all the purple bottles. Don't forget, you guys, visuals are huge. We are in marketing. I don't want you to forget that either. People, when they come across your content, like, what does it look like? What does your lighting look like? What does your like background look like? And I learned in my prior company about prop posting your stuff and other places. Like, it's catching eyes and it's back there. Okay, when you're doing your lives, when you're doing your stuff, if you're doing something irrelevant to your company, you still have, like, your stuff anywhere. If you guys have any like, I don't know, I got these cute things. You guys should be getting these too, these little postcards as you go through your all-star program, stuff like that. These are cute, you guys. Put that on your fridge refrigerator, put it on your wherever, whenever you get something from pharmacy, in a place that you often, do some content around. Like this kind of stuff could be cute. You could also even, like, I could probably put these in like some kind of like shadow box or something like that. Just cute ways like that, because we are in marketing. So the more that they see you, and that's why you'll see somebody like, you'll see certain people and you're like, holy crap, they are online all the time. They're on different like platforms. That's only because they're at that place where they are building their business, and it's the more eyes on your business. The more you show up for your business, the more people you're gonna like. Can you imagine if you went live and talked about skincare on TikTok, and then you went on your Facebook, and then you went on your Instagram, and you only did 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes? You can break up a whole live too and do different content or different focus on each one of those. Just like you said, you do 30 minutes a day, and you only do 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there. You just do your eyes on the TikTok, then you do your skincare on the Facebook, and then you finish it off on your Instagram with like, hey, whatever it is. Don't forget to follow me on TikTok and this. Whatever you want to do, use your social media is what I'm trying to say. Use and be smart with your content. You don't have to like spend an hour on a live when you can break that up. You can even just finish the look and start the look in a reel, or finish the book after you do. Like, when you're making content for yourself, if you only have an hour a day, if you only have 30 minutes a day, think about your 30 minutes. Utilize it appropriately. You want to do a quick little look, and maybe it's a 15-minute live. After that, leave 5 minutes to do a picture. Okay, before you go out about your day, I don't care if you even post it there, just get the picture so that you have it later on. And then maybe like you do your shake or your drink after that. And you can, obviously that doesn't require much. You can take a picture of your drink in your car before you do your makeup, before you brush your teeth. It's just another way to like have content so that you have a repetition of what you're talking about on, every platform. One platform I post on my Instagram. That's it. I'm just getting into the TikTok right now. If you haven't done that, I definitely suggest that. I see some of you guys, I know Kayla, you've been on there, and so is Lori recently, but the TikTok, you guys, and live on the TikTok. I will say that the algorithms on Facebook right now, they are down. They have been down on lives, on even I think possibly postings. But if you're feeling like you're talking to nobody on live, or you have less of the that's, I think it's something is also happening with that. And they're pushing, whenever that Facebook or any of your platforms start doing that, it's probably because there's something new coming. They want you to use whatever is new. Whatever is new is coming. And I know that's so annoying to figure it out, but anytime you feel that, just shift, pivot. Right now on TikTok, there's a lot of engagement. They're pushing out different content. On Instagram, it's reels. They're pushing out the reels. Yeah, they're not getting notifications. That's what it is, Katie. I bet it is. And they do that stuff on purpose. They do that stuff on purpose to shift you to go somewhere else. So just, it's I know that sounds more confusing than it really is. Just don't let it bother you. That, I think, is the main thing. Don't let it bother you. As long as you show up somewhere. Yeah, they do be on the other line, like the others, and they won't save soon and be able to replay. Oh my gosh, yeah. Go live on TikTok. Yeah. You have to, they have that still over there. Oh, and my girl Jules was saying something weird with the Facebook, where they were making it, you had to have 100 followers in order to go live, or something weird too. 9 years with only 1 and 2. Yeah, but it's the replay too, Katie. I've heard complaints about the replays. The replay, you will guys, I have to all know the replay is at where it's really at. Like, it doesn't matter even if there is only 1 or 2 people. Count your reach based on how many replays you get. If it's 20 and then you're up to 40, awesome. If you're up to 100, it's the replays. Who's watching it back? That's where the real is. The real, obviously, or you wouldn't have had any success over there with just the one person. But the replays are where it's at, but if the replays aren't even getting a reach, it's something with the algorithm, and they're messing around. And I forget if Facebook and Instagram, they bought each other, they merged, I think, because I know right now they're pushing the reels. You guys, they want us using the reels. Every time I make a reel, they're like, accept the new reels challenge, accept it. They want you to participate. So participate in the stories, especially stories. I will tell you right now, if you're not already doing stories, you are behind. You got to be doing those stories. Those stories are just like the most authentic way for people to get in touch with you and get to know you as well, because you're doing it in real time. It's not like a reel. It's like, hey, come along with me. I'm running to work. Here's my shake. And, be in your stories. Keep a story going. They dissolve after 24 hours. So there's like very easy. You could snap, like I said, on the counter or something. You don't even need to be doing anything. Does anyone have any questions or anything or want to add to tonight's call? Because I don't want to be the only one talking. I want you guys to speak up too. I'm talking too much at this point.
Hey, remember to tell them that the L-carnitine is out right now.
Oh my gosh, you guys, can you believe that? I was
I
shocked.
love it.
And it's a hero product, you guys. It's a hero product. Oh my gosh, the L-carnitine, don't let that stuff, whenever something is out, I look at that as a positive. I think, you know what, we have products that they want. So you can take pre-orders, you can, and like Kayla was saying earlier, whenever it comes back into stock up so you have it, especially that product. Get yourself like an extra one. I just got mine, thank God, or I wouldn't have any myself because I would have went to go order. So try to have one backup for like a high ticket product. Like my shakes, I'm like, I don't think a shake is ever going to go out of stock because there's so many different flavors, knock on wood, but have an extra, especially when they do these BOGOs. We get a BOGO too. We get it for free too. We get all the deals as well. So, always be aware of that. And even with the deals, make sure at the end of the month, you always check your cart. Make sure where your PRS is, because oftentimes you'll have another freebie. I have missed so many freebies, you guys. I don't want you to miss. If you've got like, $1,000 in PRS, and then the end of the month, you have extra you could have earned, it restarts, right? Like the little, don't miss out your stuff on the last day.
Jennifer, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
I've had several people ask me if they can switch teams.
They can only switch teams after they are non-activated. They're not active. So yes, they would have to go inactive for 6 months, and then they can just
Activate.
reactivate with your BI or FI number.
They can't call corporate and tell them.
Right, because right now they have a thing where they don't have to wait. They don't have to wait. They just talked about that in the July launch. So they just have to call corporate and make sure that, they left in good standing or whatever, if they resign, but not just if they stop doing it. I think they have to have actually like resigned. And if they did that, then they don't have to wait. They can come back under whoever they want. They don't get their teams back or anything, but
That's what it was. So okay. So basically, Lynn, that's very interesting. So essentially, let's just say like that's a little bit of a, so if somebody's like, I want to switch sponsors, they could resign, essentially. Resign in good standing. Like, I don't want to be on this team anymore. I want Lynn to be my sponsor. I resign, call corporate. I'd like to be placed under Lynn, but they would leave behind everything they've done.
But I think they had to have resigned before June 1st, I think. Like they can't just resign today and then re-sign up tomorrow. I think it had to be, I'd have to go back and look, but
it was before
June 1st.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't have any positive way to spin that, because to me, I don't really see very much of a positive in that necessarily. Am I missing something? Who resigns, like, essentially? Like, I mean, I guess I resigned. We all resigned from our prior company. So it'd be somebody that was essentially like resigning. Most people don't resign. They just stop, like.
Right.
So that terminology is a little interesting. I have seen a lot of people posting like, hey, if you used to be with pharmacy, I have something to offer you. That's what I was seeing. And I was like, okay. And I was catching up on that part because I did miss on what exactly that entailed. So, I mean, I can't even feel like posting something suggesting that I have something to offer you makes any sense. Personally, I think it'd be more of a like positive to say, hey, if you've been with pharmacy in the past, message me, because I've got a completely different pathway to success for you and partnership with new company. I don't think we need to really go down the like, avenue of I have something to offer you if you've ever resigned. I don't know. I guess you could, because if they're inactive, it's the same dang thing. Resigned,
Yeah.
inactive. They might not know the difference actually. So you know what? Maybe it is a good post. Just know to explain exactly what it is, which is you can get in, like you said, if you were before June 1st and you resigned. Now, if they're just inactive, like this makes so much sense. I had somebody message me today and she was like, I used to be with pharmacy, but I think I'm inactive. And I was like, okay. You can re-sign up. Here's my BI number. And I have no idea where that led. That was right before this call, but this makes sense now why this overall. So yeah, maybe it will work. I think that might be a positive way. Just know the facts behind it, which are this could be at any time. Anyone could sign up at any time, you guys, after they are inactive for 6 months under anybody. That's part of the difference in this company that I've seen from my prior companies. The reactivation after 6 months can be under any leader, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So honestly, and you know what, if they weren't active for 6 months, everybody, there's that number again, 6 months, because after 6 months, everyone's life changed. Maybe they joined with you when it was a time frame and now they join with somebody else. All that tells me as in leadership is to just always be leading. You got to always be leading. If you're not leading and they decide to go somewhere else, you can never be offended by that. And I don't ever take like anything personal if that's to happen, but just know for your own, if you continue leading and stay connected and just do what you got to do, you'll be fine as well, because that is a little bit of a loophole in some case scenarios. It can be. Michelle, I'd love to hear from you tonight and give us your top tips and tricks. What you're doing over there, girlfriend? Because every time I see you, I'm like, "Get it, girl. What are you doing over there with your background? We need to get one of those. I need to get one of those backgrounds." Are you still there? Are you hiding out? I saw the tip of your head. Come. Oh, I don't know how to change it. Yeah, we love it. Can you get off mute? Do you know how? Do I need to unmute you? Ask to unmute. There she. I think I did it.
Okay, I think I did it. Hi,
Hi.
how are you?
How are you, my love?
Oh, I've been better, but I'm hanging in. I'm hanging in. I put it down that I have to get 6 months under my belt to come back to you now, because I made the mistake when I first signed up before. It was under another girl, and I had no clue you were coming here. So I jumped to go under you. And they said, no, you can't do that. And I said, but I want to change my sponsor. Nope, you have to be inactive for 6 months and then you can.
Yeah. I mean,
So,
and you know what? That's how it goes sometimes. And we're all going to come to those situations that periodically, and we'll talk about that as well a little bit later. But I know how this goes with the, it's a blessing to have an amazing team. It really is. It's a blessing to have an amazing team. But just guys, sometimes the challenges that are put before us on the pathway are going to require like weird stuff like that, bumps in the roads and like woulda, coulda, shouldas. And that puts you in a position where it's like this business, because I've had my own, in my 10 years time, my own like speed bumps and situations where I'm like, what, you can do whatever you set your mind to. And we're all here to help regardless, and we have some adopted. I've had in my
I
10 years.
know. I love you for that. I was the adopted last twin I was on Adriana's team and you adopted me. And we did the last team trainings and everything. That's why I miss it. And then coming, oh my God, with the kitty, that poor
Yeah.
kitty that got lost.
Oh my gosh, crazy. Really,
Yeah.
yeah. It's about the team anyways. It's about the team. It's about us coming together. And like some of us are so spread out and like don't get to see each other and connect. And it's like, that's why convention. It's like convention, you guys, and we'll have unity and we'll have swag by then and we'll have all the things that's coming very shortly. And we'll have that feeling again, that, because I feel like that's the icing of network marketing and coming together and really getting to know each other and knowing we're so far away, but we're so close. And those times bring us together for real. And it is a blessing to be adopted or not adopted, and then know better, then you can do better. That's the thing I love about this business too. When you know better, then you can do better, and then it's just a growth thing. I learned too, you guys. That's why is an amazing sponsor. I do want to focus on that a little bit in this call because Katie, again, our UK sponsor, is a huge asset to you as a team. We can really, really focus on the fact that we have a UK based sponsor and start talking and discussing about launching your business globally in the UK. Having, you know, these don't have to be even leaders necessarily. These are just people, women that are based in different countries. We're in 8 different countries, you know, and I think more at this point. Finding a person outside, but it's in, like, that's the dream, to have somebody globally. But how hard is that when you don't have, when you're not there in a different time zone? It's almost near impossible, for real. Having Katie on the side, you guys, you could plug your girls right into her stuff. And then the goal is, there's a Spain convention. There's a whole nother like side of this business that you can honestly become part of just by building a global team. So don't think too small. Don't think too small. Think about people when you're doing your hashtags, UK business, London, wherever we are, different places. And if you know somebody or you have family members or just one person over in those different areas, think about that too. Mexico is a great place. Oh, you go to these events, the Mexican girls are over there. They are living their best life. Plug them into somebody over there in Mexico if you know somebody that wants to sign up, and then help her. And then we can travel to Mexico or travel to any city, any place where your best friend lives, you guys. Where's your best friend? Is she states away, California, and you're on the East Coast, West Coast? The goal is always to have a global business, period, but make it fun with these, like, you know, one person over there can turn into 2 people, can turn into, you have a whole team over there, and then you can kind of come together at these conventions and we can all plug in. If you have a big team in wherever, Ohio, and we do a training over there, we're all close, you know, some of us are closer to Ohio. If we got one in California, some of us are closer to California. We need to have like little plugins. That's my goal for this team, is to have like what we had, those little Empower U's in the prior company, so we can come together prior. And you know, I think this company is doing pretty well so far. They've got a leadership one that I know a lot of us are going to earn. I haven't even gone to it myself. How do you earn that one? Do you guys, is it the golden? It's golden. I think you have to earn the leadership one. Yeah, Lauren, are you in the Canada? Are you in Canada? We need to get you up and popping so we can all come to Canada. I love Canada. I love Canada for trainings. We did one before. It was so fun. That would be so fun. So think about, like, you know, grabbing 10 people, you guys. I think that just creating these little pockets of connections in our little small towns. Yeah, bronze. Okay, the Leadership Academy. That should be everybody's also secondary goal. So convention being the first one, and then the leadership one being the second one. And they haven't even announced. They have not announced when it is. They just did one in June. And obviously they're not doing one in July or August because they have the turkey trip. And then we have convention. So I don't know, maybe October could possibly be. And so to earn that, I think you only have to hit it one time, right? Is it one time? Oh, is it 3 times for the leadership one? The Leadership Academy?
I don't think you have to be bronze. I think it's just director. So manager 3 times,
Okay,
hit
okay.
director.
Well,
Okay,
that's
that's
what I meant. You had to hit bronze manager 3 times and become a director.
okay.
Mhm.
But we need to find the specifics for that because it's very obtainable, especially with the bundles, the deals, the all-star program. And as far as like breaking it down, you guys, like my biggest tip would be for breaking down what your goal is. And the 6 and 3, if you think of 6 and 3, that's $600. That's 6 customers at $100 bundle, or that's 3 customers for the weight loss bundle. Now brace yourself, because the weight loss bundle that I really liked had the L-carnitine in it. I was thinking, this is the one. This bundle is the one. We got the L-carnitine, we got the shake, I got the cup. Like, let's pick out a different bundle that is, you know, $200, and then it's 3 business partner or 3 new customers. I think each one of us, that is an amazing goal, to have 3 new customers at $200, and then anything else is extra. If it's a mascara, that's just, $10. If we, those smaller sales are one thing too, you guys. It's like a mascara, we're still helping people with the feeling beautiful, and the products are so affordable. I can't get over the prices. I still can't get over it, you guys. Like, it's crazy that and at 50%. I'm like, this is the best place ever. I get excited. And tell your people when you're doing your lives, like, we get 50% off. That's crazy. And the weight loss stuff, supplements are expensive, right? I like Katie, excitement is contagious. Like, it's okay to be excited. Somebody told us not to get excited the older we got. They're like, you stop it, and so it's sad, but you're allowed to get excited about something still. You're allowed to be excited about makeup. You're allowed to be excited about taking care of yourself. That's okay. And so, it's like, I feel like it can be like an awkward situation because people try to say you're selfish sometimes when you're trying to take care of yourself. You're like, no, I'm not selfish because I want to, like, get ready or take care of myself or work out. And that all depends on what season. I've been through plenty of seasons, okay, where it's just like not as easy, but you've got to make it a necessity. You've got to make it like a non-negotiable that every day you're going to show up for yourself and for your business. You owe it to your business to at least do those 30, 60, 90, 12 months and be consistent with it. And you know what I mean? Like, apply yourself and look back, and, convention will be a great time. Even from now, you guys, it's like, what, 3 months? We got July, August, September. Yeah, in 3 months. Like, mark it now. Mark this call right now. Mark the next nine Fridays that we can come together. Like, how many of us are going to be on here? How many times are you? I'm only not going to be here when I'm in Turkey. Okay, I'll be in Turkey, so you guys will be holding it down. The Zoom is reoccurring. It's the same Zoom. It's the same code. Every Friday, set your alarm to this, and we can all show up, and hopefully it grows. And then hopefully we get even some people that we want to bring along with us. Hey, you want to come to my call? You want to come on Fridays? We hang out. I mean, how many people are sitting at home and they wish they had something to do? Okay, they wish they had a group of friends and somebody. Like, I was thinking, what the if I didn't have network, what would I be doing? I'd be out running the streets, getting in trouble. Okay, like, there ain't no need for that. At least, outside of the normal 9 to 5 and being a mom, I know, Sue Ann, okay? It's like having something for yourself. It's okay. And it actually makes you a better mom, makes you a better person. And it exposes you to a lot of opportunities that you otherwise would not have the option to do. Travel and financial means and more time with your children, essentially, in the long term. We are doing a job right now. There is a sprint, there is a marathon. Right now, we're in the sprint of the marathon. We're in the sprint of the marathon because we've got to get through the summer, you guys, because we're setting ourselves up for November. We're also new. The systems aren't even already in place the way that they need to be. For real, not with pharmacy, not with the leadership here. It's not all there. So trust and believe when I say we're pioneering this shit, we really are. We're coming together and they're looking at us. They're like, what are those girls doing? How in the hell is this? What is happening? And it's all together. It's like methodical, you guys. If we do our 6 and 3 every month, like every single, like 6 and 3 is going to be mountains. Can you imagine every single one of us, like our 6 and 3? It'll be a year's time. And I can't wait to see where we're at with that method. Every month for 1 year, try to get your 6 and 3. And yeah, you might have 3 1 month, or you might have 300 and not, maybe you might not, but that's okay. Try to aim for 1 extra person the next month. Try to be like, if you did 6 and 3, just that alone, where would you be in recruits from 1 month? If you only do 1, then guess what? You got to do 5 the next month. And if you do 7, then you can chill the next month. Like, set your own goals up for your own life. If it's like the summertime and that you're gonna have a busy July because you travel and you go to the beach that month, you better be working your ass off in June and bringing in 1,200 and 6, so you're not as stressed out. It's always like, and then you'll find your rhythm to it. And the company leaves clues. They leave clues when they talk about sponsoring. That's where we focus. When they talk about the weight loss stuff, like they show you, I've noticed in the patterns, like with even like our prior company, how they come out. And obviously we know summers and J months right now. What we do now is going to set us up for September. So if you're doing it, doing to the best that you can, because the rest of the world is on vacation. They are on vacation. We are not. But come September, guess what? They're going to remember all of your posts. And the mom that saw your post during the summer showing up, and her kids are back at school, she's ready to go in September. She's ready to sign up and run that business all the way till convention. So set yourselves up too by showing up in the short interim. This summer is like get your electrolytes. Don't forget. I know you might be at the pool or you might be, but don't forget to take your pictures, to bring people on. And when you're at the beach, bring your supplements. When you're on your vacation, here's my makeup that I'm waterproof. You know what I'm saying? The journey. Does anyone else have any questions or anything? I don't even know what time it is now because I don't know how long we've been on here. I can't. Oh, we've been on here an hour. Holy guacamole, girlfriend. It's my bedtime. Just kidding. I'm all
That's
lit up.
why I'm like yawning. I can't stop yawning. Like
There's something, it's called like convention coma, but and the brain cannot retain. There's a cap off, and it's probably an hour is pushing it. 45 minutes is you know what I'm saying? Like they taught us that in leadership. When we went to the Black status retreats and things like that, Deb Erickson, if you're not following her, she's got some good content. She talked about tapping, which was funny that we did that in Texas, if you were there, but tapping in different things. The brain can only take so much. So we'll end this with while we're still capable, but every Friday, you guys, not the next 9 Fridays, bring a friend. I think we've got like the basis of what this is going to be. And next week, I would like to hear a little bit more from you guys and what we've accomplished in the next week. So Sunday, we'll have the call in the team page. We'll come back here Friday for a Zoom, and hopefully this will grow. It's 9 Fridays. We're going to make it all the way till September. And September, come convention, you guys, I want you on that stage. All-Star, remember that All-Star program, you get the special recognition, you get to walk across the stage, you get all the things. So that should be your goal. And then we'll hit it hard for director after that. So goals, you guys. I love you so much. I'll see you Sunday, and let's make it happen. I'll post this recording. Oh, wait, we need to take a picture, right? I didn't take a picture. Hold on, let me don't get off yet let me record this. I'll do it's recorded anyways, but so just everybody wave and then we'll take pictures, or 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'll post that in the chat right now. Okay, you guys, I'll see you tomorrow or Sunday. Bye.